knows in it. I'm authentic, real name, no gimmicks, no game, no scrimmage. I ain't playing with you niggas.
What up, everyone? It's the Nation of Podcation Daily Podcast. I'm O'Shea. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Hip-hop superstar and drink champs host N.O.R.E. talks about the questionable and suspect interview that Diddy did back in the day with Jadakiss and Fabolous. Now, as we all know, that was one of the craziest interviews I've ever seen. Diddy was being a whole lot extra, not even a little bit, a whole lot extra with some of the things he was saying. Now, in his defense, he was talking about he was messed up from the night before in Miami and didn't really know what was going on and just was talking all kind of stuff. Now, N.O.R.E. tries to defend him on some of that stuff, but some of it is just questionable. Some things that grown men just don't say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would never see me say nothing like that P. Diddy says. But now that we all know some of the things that Diddy has done in light of this trial that he's got going on with watching the other men bang his chicks and all the suspect stuff he's got going on, we kind of understand it now. But back then, we had heard the rumors and innuendo of what Diddy was doing, but none of it was confirmed. Now we have people under oath saying what was going on. Crazy work. Let's take a look at this clip from N.O.R.E. as he talks about Diddy, tries to defend Diddy, and at some points he has no explanation for what Diddy did or what Diddy said during that interview. Let's tune in.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that in the air. You know what I mean? All I can say is, when I've ever been around, but I've never saw it. You know, I've never saw this monster that they described. When I hear the testimony, because I got ears and I got Q-tips, some of this shit I'll be like, whoa. And then some of it I'm like, nah. But I don't know.
But you've seen the freaky first hand.
No, I've never seen, I've really.
See, just I thought you went like that. We see the interview every day, N.O.R.E.
What'd you say?
Oh, your interview goes viral every day.
Yes. Yeah, your interview, yeah.
When you look back at that clip, do you be like, huh?
We saw the freaky
part.
You
ready? You ready for this?
Yes.
All right, y'all ready for this?
Yes.
I've been waiting to say this story.
Okay. Let's party.
Oh,
Let's
God.
go.
I feel like I'm back at court. This is a witness testimony.
Okay.
You want us to play it to refresh your memory?
No, I'm very refreshed. I see it every time it goes viral and they up tags. Yes, I look at it too, and I watch the whole shit too. So, all right, here's what happened. Me and Fab have a great relationship. Me and Jada has a great relationship. Drink Chats, we're hot at the time. We got a budget to fly around. So they're in LA, we fly to LA. EFN misses his flight, or I forget what happens. Boom. Jadakiss and them are on their promo run. Mm-hmm. I, like the creative person that I thought I was being, I messed up. But I thought I was being creative. I hit Puff. And I was like, yo, they're doing a whole press run.
That was for the Fab and Kiss album.
They're doing a whole press run. What can make ours different? You come to the show. So he's like, all right, cool, it's Groovy Lou birthday. We're gonna go celebrate with y'all. Boom. Now that part, you forget, that's why the candles was there. Right. It was Groovy Lou birthday, who is a Rastafarian, the furthest thing from anything flagrant, right? Fab, Jadakiss, and Diddy arrive at the same time. Remember, Diddy's a surprise. So my friend Mr. Lee, who's Dominican, what's his slang? Dottie. Yo, Dottie. That's how you talk in Dominicans, because they don't want to say Poppy. Poppy is a Puerto Rican thing. You understand what I'm saying? So he sees Diddy. He's like, yo, Dottie, you got to put you over here, Dottie, because we got, and we don't want them to see it. So Diddy got that in his head now. Dottie. Now he just keying Dottie. He think that's what we saying. No, that's not what we're saying. It's just what Mr. Lee is saying. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. So we walk over and he goes, yo, what's up, Dottie? Fucks the interview up immediately. Yes, it does. All right, cool. Puts us in a. But here's what y'all don't know. When he's saying to Fabolous, yo, why don't you party with me no more? Look at what's in front of Fabolous. That's not Ciroc. Fabolous had a whole Coco Loso with Diddy. So when I'm inviting Diddy to co-host, he has a whole nother thing. He's coming at Fab. Why you not drinking Ciroc no more?
Right.
That's what he's saying. Mm-hmm. Why we don't party no more? And look, he's pointing at it. He's like, and Fab, if you look, Fab is almost trying to throw the vodka away because he's like, and you know he had a deal. So that's really what that was about. Like that's what, and the daddy part came from Mr. Lee, and. You know,
hold on, N.O.R.E. No, there was more to that freaky.
Let's go. I'm in.
He said, I like it when you scramble, like that, Daddy, when you scrambling and scraping like that.
So where did that part come from?
No Dominicans were saying no scrambling and scraping.
Hey, that part? I can't. I don't know, Daddy. I don't know. I was thrown off too. And you know what's the crazy thing about it? You know, I was sitting on the editing floor.
He was like, keep all that in.
I was like, fuck it.
It's
I mean, it's
classic.
hilarious.
It
It's
is.
like,
Like fuck. Yeah, but that's that story.
Yeah, I mean the Diddy thing is interesting. Like I don't know whether he's guilty or not, but that interview was classic before that.
Yeah, it's classic.
Before
Yes,
any of
yes,
this shit
yes,
took
yes,
off.
absolutely.
I played it for him when he was hit.
remember?
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, nation, there you have it. Like I said, N.O.R.E. tried to defend it. He tried to, and I agree with some of the stuff that N.O.R.E. said there about the Diddy. I don't think he did some of that stuff. You know, N.O.R.E. said he didn't see him do a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of that stuff in there I think is fabricated because people are trying to get a bag from P. Diddy. You know, that's the new thing, is trying to extort somebody for money and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm not a big fan of that. But on the flip side, there was a lot of that stuff that was true. And some of the stuff that he said during that interview was a little suspect at least, you feel me? At most, it was definitely suspect. And N.O.R.E. was trying to defend his friend, and I can respect that because there's been a lot of folks that have turned their back on Diddy. But when he comes home, I bet you it's going to be a lot of folks back trying to be on the bad boy bandwagon, trying to be back being his friend, because Diddy knows how to hustle. He knows how to get a bag. He got an ear for music, regardless of all the assault stuff, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, let's just talk about R. Kelly real quick. Everybody knew he liked young girls. Everybody knew back when he married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old that he liked young girls, but yet they didn't stop working with him because he's the best R&B singer of all time. You feel me? So Diddy's one of the best producers of all time, one of the best CEOs of all time, one of the best money makers of all time. So I'm sure folks are going to go back to messing with Diddy once this stuff gets all cleared up. And N.O.R.E., as a true friend, he said some of it he believes may have happened, other stuff he never saw. Hey, I got to respect N.O.R.E. in this situation. Nation, what do y'all think about P. Diddy's situation? What do you think about N.O.R.E.'s comments? What do you think about that suspect as hell interview that Diddy did with Jadakiss and N.O.R.E. back in the day? Nation, y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you all hit that like and subscribe button on your way out.
In it. I'm authentic, real name, no gimmicks, no game, no scrimmage. I ain't playing with you niggas at all.